Okay, hello everyone. So today we're going to do another product development Scrum, and we're going to start the Scrum with the discussion. Okay, can you share my screen here? Okay, we can start from this discussion actually from Charlene. I will read it on behalf of Charlene because she's not here. So based on March ES responses on product launch by HR, we received a few responses. One, HR just moderating, perhaps could be done by PD instead. Two, not sure about the need and efficiency, discuss with the team. So we're wondering if it's still necessary for HR to represent the product launch. What do you think on this? Okay. Okay. To anyone, maybe to Kabayu first regarding to your discussion here.
Yeah, that's my response. So the HR is actually not for doing things, but actually to spread the best practice, right? So that's why we invite HR. So the intention is to involve HR. Uh, if HR understand what product that we launch and then know what is it for, and then how we solve problem for different chapters, the expectation is that HR will spread this culture. Like basically, if there's another problem in different chapter, they can also point out that another chapter is doing this kind of solution. So you can also approach with the same way for this successful solution, for example. So that is the intention. So we ask HR to learn what are the products and then how to use the product and whether the product is good or not. And then we expect them to spread it. So that is the intention. So do we still need that or not? Because that is the initial intention.
Okay. Maybe to Fidi, I think you write the notes on the wrong discussion topic. It should be on the below, di bawah ya. Okay, thank you. Maybe to Chris, what do you think, Chris, as a developer?
Okay, so first of all, I think that several times I've done the product launch by myself because it's more faster. It's faster because I need it fast, and then I don't see any was it progression in terms of the intention that Kak Bayu mentioned earlier. So HR do the job like arranging the product launch and so on and so forth, but I don't see any. They just arranging it and nothing more like that. So if there's no, what is it, it's the intentional things that Kak Bayu mentioned not achieved, then I think we can keep doing it by ourselves in a way. From my side, yeah. That's from me. Back to you, Nadia.
Okay, maybe to Kawai, do you have any response to Chris's?
No, if we want to do it faster, yes, of course, I can do it myself. It's even
Mhm.
faster, right? So
Mhm.
that's the problem. It's fast, but is it scalable? So that is the the solution that we want to see. So we need to teach like new people to do this. In the future, if we have new feature, for example, we don't need to teach them. We just ask HR to do that. Hey, HR, you do the product launch, right? So why don't you just teach people how to do that, or you create a documentation, or just give pass the documentation to be observed by the new candidate, for example.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I do agree with Chris' statement because sometimes it's kind of like taking some time because we need to request to HR first, and then we need to wait for the response, and then they're going to say it like the schedule, the meeting, but sometimes it's like 3 or 4 days later after we request, so it's kind of like taking quite a long time. And most of the time, I actually just set the schedule myself, and then like coordinate with HR, especially with Selen regarding the product launch, and she would just like agree to come during the product launch. That's actually what I've been doing for the product launch. Maybe to Fidi.
Yep. In my opinion, well, for this is from what I know regarding the teaching HR teaching new people, because HR member also changes, right? Maybe they are just like new people as well. So what we rely on is the product documentation. That's the first one. So we don't expect Sheldon to be around like maybe Sheldon will be around for a long time, right? But maybe Sheldon do not want to be bothered by teaching the new people. They just need to read the product documentation, just like any other chapter. Also, provide documentations for new people. That's actually the use of written documentation. Secondly, the intent that Kabayu mentioned is really good actually for propagating technology across chapter. But currently HR is not doing that. I believe it's the one who's doing that instead is actually BI and PD, because like BI
Yeah.
point yeah, BI is pointing out like I think the this chapter uses that, or PD says like I think this strategy this BI mentioned that this strategy is used in this other chapter. Maybe it can be transferred. And PD says that, this technology is used in other chapter. Maybe you can use this instead as a tool for our problem solving when there are problem issued by the user. So currently it's done by PD and BI instead of HR. So
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's think about think about ourselves then. Which one is better?
Okay, to Chris.
Um, for me, I think we can done it by ourselves, but since I do think that HR don't have the visibility like PD and BI in terms of the intention that you want to make up by you, so they don't have any visibility on how what is it? This technology is being used by another project in another chapter, or so on and so forth. So therefore, probably it's not really efficient to HR. Um, okay, given that task in a way from my perspective. So actually, PD and BI actually can be the one who initiate that culture for that's my point of view anyway. So we have the speed and we can provide the culture as well.
Okay. What do you think for the or maybe to Fidi or to Dan perhaps?
from me, yeah, maybe because the first SLA was to have HR at least use HR monitor the usage of the new feature for at least like 3 times, right? If I'm mistaken, that's the external SLA. That creates the culture, but yeah, the intent somewhat is not delivered. It's more on PD and BI to propagate the strategy and idea. So do it ourselves, huh? I think.
Okay, let's do that. Let's think how we can make the cycle faster. If we think that HR is slowing us down, then let's kick them out basically.
Okay, so the conclusion is we're going to do it by ourselves, yeah, internally.
Mhm.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add more for the conclusion?
Okay,
I
so
also want to
yeah.
add actually.
Okay. Okay.
There are some features that are, for example, like uh, are quite small, so we don't have to arrange meeting, right? A lot of times we actually just announce and then also provide the documentation for them. That also can speed up the delivery. We just have to know how to make them how to monitor whether they actually read the paper or not, the documentation paper.
Just
Uh,
announce.
yeah. Okay. what if we do this? What if we create documentation and then we create tasks? So instead of scheduling for product launch, we schedule for test basically. So we test for whether the user understand the documentation or not. So on the launch, it's as easy as announcement. This is the documentation. You can read it, and then we will test you by this date, this time, and then we will give them some question or any way to test them that whether they are understand or not.
Okay, test. Well, to Chris, what do you think about testing, or maybe to PD?
Testing, yeah.
Yeah.
For example, like if it's automated stuff, Kak, how do we test them? Like
Yeah.
automated review or automated goodbye message? Is it the understanding of the system itself, or
Yeah, probably something uh, like checking whether it's really automated or not. Like how do we know that is it done already automatically, or is there any system that's broken?
see?
Okay, so basically during the product launch, we're actually doing the impact measurement at the same time, right?
Not the impact measure,
Yeah,
but
it's a bit different.
the yeah the how well understood are the feature.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, even
so
if it's automation, I think we can still do that as well. Yeah, like we it's not this automated without any reason, but they as user they need to understand the actual problem and need to understand also that the problem is actually solved or not, right? So to conclude basically whether uh, just not like apa ya biar ada gregetnya gitu loh, like the gongnya gitu loh.
okay, so basically the task will be created by the product owner or by the developer. Yeah.
I think it should be the product owner.
Okay. All noted. Okay, so product owner will create the documentation, also create the task.
Hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else for the conclusions, or everyone agree with this?
I think the question is already answered, right? Should be in. Wait, let me. When we create the project,
Mhm.
is there any question that how do we know if the user or the client feels like this problem is solved?
Impact measurement. That's impact measurement, Kak.
Yes.
Uh, where is that? It's not there. Yeah, it's key success indicator, right? Okay, so on the question checklist. So let's say, for example, which oh okay, where is it? Let's say, for example, this one project Senja, right? And then there's a key success indicator, uh, increase in SLA delivery engagement, minimum 10 listing over 1 week, for example.
Mhm.
But that's doesn't make sense, yeah. So it's just the indicator that's not complete, I think.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think the product owner of the project needs to get back to the client related to the KPI and also the success indicator for the project. Okay. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else would like to add it for the conclusion here? No? Okay, then so that's the conclusion. So for the topic discussion from HR, so we will do the product launch ourselves by PD, and for the current documentation, also the task will be created by the product owner, and this can be done during the launch. Okay, so moving on to the this topic from Kawayu, trial program for PD. Over to you, Kak.
That part is we discussed that, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay. Is there any update for that? Let's have a look then.
Okay, I will open it. Wait a second. So I have added some roles here, some like how do we go things to measure for the project performance here, like the clear plan for executions, timely attendance, and so on. And I've added some for the role fit for the product owner and some designers as well here. But for the rest, maybe back to the others, to Fidi, maybe for the product owners.
Actually, yeah, this one Nadia helped to fill in. I haven't filled in actually for this one.
Okay, is there anything you would like to add here? Or maybe we can help at the in the paper. Yeah.
Hmm. What's
Okay.
missing?
Let's have a look at that one by one, maybe from the top.
Okay. Okay. The first thing is the assessment aspect for the core values fit. It's still the same. The add core values, for that and so on, and the leadership. Okay. To the floor then. In for the leadership involvement here, we have on their training, finish pre-trial task, a strong ownership characteristic, six guidance and
How do we know that? How do we know that the candidate have strong ownership characteristic?
mm, okay.
I think for example, as product owner, they can follow up with developers and make sure the timeline is fulfilled, something like that. Does it show ownership?
Hmm. Could be. So let's write it down then. What else?
Okay. To Chris, I think you want to say something? Huh? No? Okay.
Yeah, here you can say that for strong ownership is also like how good he knows the project that he's working on.
Hmm.
Mm, okay.
That's true.
Is that an ownership or a project performance?
Yeah, because we also have the understanding root problems here during the project performance actually.
I think it's for both actually, because you as an owner you need to understand a lot from your project and understand how to implement feature and how to remove feature in case you want to remove something. So I think it's for both.
But understanding the root problem and understanding the feature itself is two different things, no? So I agree more that I agree that understanding the feature inside out is a sign of strong ownership, while understanding the root problem is a different aspect.
Mm.
Understanding the problem is different from understanding the feature that is created by the developer.
Okay. Okay. And for the others, for the SIG guidance and also the mentorships, there anything that you would like to omit or add, perhaps? To Chris.
For now, not just seeing it yet.
Mm. Okay. Maybe to Kabayu or Fidi again. What do you think about the SIG guidance and mentorship?
I think
Cigarette.
that's pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yep. Dan, I think you want to say something?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. Okay. To Fidi, anything you would like to add?
Um, I think seek guidance and mentorship is self-explanatory, but owns their personal development. What does it mean? Is it like they do self-learning?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think it's like let's say I think we have Chris as a good example here. So Chris don't know about WordPress, for example, right? But the project is about WordPress. So uh, he can he can he can go from zero to making progress basically, especially during trial. That usually there's a lot of candidate that's like that, right? They never really use GitHub, for example, and then by the day 5, they already know how to use GitHub. So that is a pretty good indicator for that for personal development.
So understanding new concepts.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
more like catching up with the whatever is needed. So it's not stuck in oh I'm good at this. I'm only will do this, right? But basically we'll try to learn to adapt with the existing system or even a new something new technology that he or even the team hasn't used that before.
Okay, so catching with the existing or new stuff you got. Okay. That for the leadership involvement, is there anything that you would like to add for the question? No, and we move to the other one is the, for the leadership performance. Here we have discovery, ask high quality questions, understand the right problems, and also we have the prioritization, problem solving, and also execution. Okay, back to the floor maybe. What do you think about these sections for the leadership performance? To Fidi, perhaps?
Hmm. Prioritization, usually their task, they only have one task, no? Or
Mm,
the task chosen.
it's tax chosen, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say task chosen is relevant to the company mission.
I think this is more like this one. There's a lot of options, right? There's a lot of things to
Yep,
do, and
that's right.
candidate usually just say, "I will deliver 3 things," for example, in 5 days. That's like impossible, right? So I think the ability to say no, just I want to just deliver one but good instead of just 3 but mediocre. I think that's a pretty good quality.
Mm, okay.
What about the choice of their task?
Yeah. What about that?
For example, like if there is no request, but they create something that we don't really need.
So that's not very good, right?
Yeah,
Mm,
that's not very good prioritization, right?
Hmm? Okay, so that I think is the quadrant, really the effort versus impact.
Hmm.
the choice of task. Okay, and for the problem solving and execution here. Okay, to first, do you have anything to add for the problem solving?
Probably offering the kind of working solution um, for the project or so on.
Okay, proposing working.
Yep. Like it's not going. It's not. It doesn't have to be the best, but at least working at a time like that. But it's going to be more um, great if they can provide the best solutions.
Mm. Okay, what about the others? To Gawayu or Kafi? Oh, maybe to Dan. Do you have any like something to add for the leadership performance here?
Well, for problem solving, yeah, that's about proposing a working solution. But I would say the optimal solution, because we should be aimed to provide the optimal solution.
Yeah, I think I don't really agree with this. I think it should be. I mean, proposing solution is easy, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, we can do this, we can do that. But I think, especially for a project, I think we need someone that knows how to address the right problem, not the one that is like apa ya, activity based, but someone that can say, oh, the client say that this is their problem, right? But I think this is the real problem. So understanding the apa ya namanya, the root problem, actually, that's on the other
Yeah.
aspect as well.
Yep. Yep. So for the problem solving here, know how to address the problem, or we add the understanding of the problem as well, because this already here in the project performance.
No, I think that's okay. So which one is that belong to?
Okay. Oh, I think it's supposed to be in the project performance for the understanding of problems. What about the other thing? To Chris.
Oh, yes, Nadia, can you repeat? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, for the here for the problem solving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Two inputs.
Yeah, for me, this is decent enough. Yeah, I do believe it's the working optimal solution, and yeah, I think this is decent enough, see, for now. So,
Nadia, I'd like to propose that this discussion is asynchronous discussion because
Yeah.
this is Scrum, right? This is
Okay.
should be done yesterday or already, right? But our discussion culture is not developed yet. So I think I want to use this as an opportunity to exercise that. Can we do this? Basically, anyone who have concern about this, uh, just write it down here. Like for example, here, what I will do here is, mana tadi? Okay, this one. I would just say, I will mention Chris in this document. I'm not agree with this policing solution. Solution without clear goal is easy. Okay, so that is how we. Is anyone get any notification for that? Is there any discussion or common thread in the document
I think it's
on Dropbox
asynchronous.
paper?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it looks, right? So there's a notification on the bell icon at the top right. So that's how we do discussion on Dropbox paper, and this can be done at any time, even when you still doing another meeting. You can reply to that as well, and the same also we can do that same on Slack as well, and also Trello. So no need to wait until Scrum for replying this. So basically, during the Scrum, we can just say that, oh, this is done already. So we don't need to do this together. It's a waste of time, right? Okay, when we expect this to be finished?
Okay. What about tomorrow? I personally have finished the necessary one, like the one that I've been tagged for the project performance. and also the designer, and also for the product owner. What about to Chris and Fidi? I think Chris actually been asked by Kabayu since 2 days ago.
Yeah, I just noticed it. I'm so sorry. So, maybe quick question, Kabayu. In process performance, can you explain just short bit what is process performance?
Here, I put a link at the top of the document. There's a
Oh,
career metrics, right?
okay. I'll check it.
Okay. Yeah, you can check that out. There's a project, process, leadership, so you can read more about that.
Okay. Thank you, Kabayu. Yeah, but I'll complete it by today then. Okay.
Okay. So can we agree to finish the whole for the trial assessment by today? To Fidi.
Yep. Product owner, maybe, and maybe just a little bit on the development if there are any questions. But overall, watch overall, but focus on the product owner part.
Okay. Okay. So by today, everyone, don't forget. Okay. So we will go back to the other product development discussion. Okay, here we have another discussion from Krish. So your time.
Okay. So actually, I have a pairing session with Rizal regarding SEO of our website. So I want to ask to all of you whether uh, how we are going to manage our SEO. Now, Kariza actually suggests that the SEO is maintained by each chapter. So, because from Kariza's side, like each chapter will know what's their main focus, so they can actually make the SEO better. But from my side, I actually see like does all our all the chapters have the resource to like understand the SEO, someone who understands SEO and how it works. Now, in this discussion, I actually want to ask you, what's the best solution for this one? Uh, yeah, anyone want to suggest something so I can get back to with better solution to Rizal and we can make another documentation for SEO management.
Uh, maybe.
Yeah, Kofidi, please.
Chris, do you know what it means by each chapter? Like which chapter?
So there will be HR, community, and marketing, right?
Okay. Yeah, this is why I think previously I proposed that top fun activity initially should be done by digital marketing or the marketing team. That's why it should be their assets. For now, HR is taking over the digital marketing section of their user funnel. But essentially, it should be done by digital marketing.
Okay. To Kabayu.
Okay. Can you open the business process, Nadia? I think we can have a look at that. We have discussed that before.
Okay, wait, let me find the
Whimsical.
okay, which product, which paper, and then one keep it paper. Let me find.
The let's see if I can. Okay, so here we can see that the SEO will be managed by each SLA basically. Where is it? Where is it?
Would you want to copy the file card here so that I can open it?
Yeah, you can just click on that.
Okay.
Okay. So here's how it looks about the asset that we have. Let's say, for example, on HR, There's all the backlinks, and then also there's a website, but only the jobs uh, section. And then this one on the website on booking, which is for guest funnel there. And then for the partner funnel, there are different things like manage my property. There's also blog as well. And then on community also there's another one for community expert here. So that's how if you're asking who need to manage that. So basically, this person, Sasha, is managing this one. But in general, we have a campaign for SEO here uh, that will research about the keywords and also putting ads, Facebook ads as well, to and then create an organic search for the blog to support any other pages in the website. So that is the chapter that will use the website. Any is there any is that addressing your concern or not, Chris?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat that? The last question.
Is that addressing your question or not?
Oh, so each chapter will each what I mean is like so each person who are responsible from this graphic will actually take the um, job to make the SEO, yeah, you know, or I don't think that I still understand. I'm not sure I understand that.
Hmm. Okay. What do you think by managing the SEO, Chris?
So there is actually in WordPress, Carizal actually installed like Yoast SEO or something, some plugins like that. So it's like who are going to maximize their tools in our website like that. Since right now it's actually Carizal is actually doing it for management property and also going to use it also for booking page. Now for another funnel like jobs and community expert. Uh, who are going to manage that SEO for that particular page.
Okay, so this is same like launching a product. Basically, this is a new feature. It's called the Yoast plugin, right? So we need to tell people that using the website, hey, we have this plugin here. Don't You don't need to install another plugin to do SEO. You can just use this plugin. This is how you do this, and then don't do this, but do this. The documentation basically. So we can just give them the documentation if they want to work with optimizing the SEO. Then good. If no, then it's okay. We have the documentation.
Okay, so from Kabayu, it's okay if each chapter take their own responsibility for this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what happening anyway, right?
In
Or
practice,
not?
that's what's happening actually. In practice,
What?
that's what's happening. Each chapter manage their own like page in the website.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, the better question here is who manages the user access in the website.
Like the individual or the chapter.
For the chapter, I think
Yeah, it's
it's
obvious, right? Yeah.
PD. We can do that, but
Previously, I think Chris made the AAM. It's still running, right?
Yes, yes. So we have the roles already set for each user
is that based on chapter or what?
based on chapter.
Okay, so who's managing that in the future when this project is done?
Oh, when this project is done, yeah.
We haven't talked about this, but of right now it's actually me and also Nadia as well. Yeah. Actually taking care of that. So we in each product launch we say that if you guys don't have the access, then you can feel free to contact the product team, and we will make user account for you. Right? As for now, yeah.
Okay, let's do that then. So maybe let's do this, Nadia. Let's create a user onboarding program. if they want an account in WordPress, you give them documentation, and then they need to complete. They need to complete all of the documentation, all the learning about how to create a post, how to edit a page, how to uh, set the SEO tags and everything. So basically, we don't just create an account and then leave it, but we just like a new employee basically.
Okay, so it's like the onboarding of HR for the employees, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything like that on inside WordPress rather than creating an external document like Coach Mark, but on WordPress?
I'm not sure. To Chris, do you have any visibility on that?
I'm not sure. Tadi apakah Coach Mark?
Hmm?
What is Coach Mark here?
Oh, okay. We will discuss that later. But okay, we have the plan. Yeah, Nadia, do you understand how to create this new project?
Yep, yep. So it's like the onboarding. So they have to fill whether they understand on how to create a new post, or like create a new event, for example. So
Mhm.
if they already like finish all the training, and we will give them the access basically.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's create a project for that, and then find a few clients. I think HR, and then and digital marketing mostly, and also community. There are three people that's probably need that.
Okay. Okay. So that's the conclusion for the user assets. We will create project launch introduction to websites, especially for marketing insurance community. Okay. I think that's it for our discussion. We're going to move for the weekly ASLA updates.
Sorry, Michelle. So user access will be managed within the chapter itself, yeah?
Yep, as usual. Excuse me, it's taking a little bit too long. Okay, to the first update for the Discover Stage 3.
Right, thank you very much, Michelle. So this week we have four new discovery. We passed one, which is the specific booking source information in bigger by Lilis. The other ones are not done. The bigger cannot share the booking listing link is basically when you copy link in the listing list in bigger. For Airbnb, it works well, but for Booking.com and other sources, it doesn't show the correct link. So HR have trouble copying, pasting, and looking at the listing page itself. And the two others are taken by Nadia. Yeah, for collecting page view data automatically is for Booking.com, basically data acquisition. And for Lilis, it's actually very similar to David's case, but only in the Facebook case. Uh, yeah, in the case of Facebook, while David is asking on behalf of Booking.com campaign. So that's all the update actually for this week.
Okay, anyone would like to ask a question for the Discover Stage? No, actually, I have a question to Vidi.
Yep.
For the half of a completed project for the marketing without partner information form, I believe the project has been there for like a month or more than a month now.
Yep. It's been a while actually. Yep.
Mhm. Like how is it going to be?
Currently, I think the first issue to be tackled is actually the fixing the current new request by Mawayan yesterday. So the partner information form is basically previously we have type form in bigger to collect the information, or like Oh no, we have Typeform. Yeah, to collect information on amenities and so on and so forth, so that we can save it in our database. But currently, it's not there anymore, right? But currently, it's not as big as an issue as the other partner sign up process.
Mm. Okay. Okay, so it's not really hot priority right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. If there's no more questions, we'll move to the last stage. Basically, our design is completing the missing page on the website for the bukitvista.com. It's already done, basically. Is there any questions for that? No, then we move to the development stage by Chris.
Okay, thank you, Nadia, for the time. So I actually make a bit of changes in how I present the development funnel. So we're going to have several dots there. So basically, we have two projects done, and ready three projects ready to be developed. The two projects that is done is actually um, first one, the specific booking source information in bigger. Uh, Currently, it's only show from direct booking, but no visibility of the campaign source. Now, this project is actually being done by Kofidi. Probably, Kofidi, can you give more um, depth to this project?
So basically, it's just editing a bit of the front end and also back end to show because to show the campaign pertaining to a particular booking. Because previously, the BI team took the data in Redash and they somehow found like null values. But in Bigger itself, HR has no visibility on whether the booking of the booking source. So yeah, I accidentally made this feature and it's completed. I already handed it over to Chris.
Yep, I also already merged it into our development branch. We just need to test it after this. That's the current status of this project. And then the second one is marketing project from Carizal. Some owners forgot about the email that they sign up for marketing. Bigger is also ready when they will accept the revenue projection on the inbox. So this particular project is actually a project that is being developed by Zio. And I think last time is actually he had already pushed the code to remote people and PR to the development, but actually have conflict. And I just solved the conflict this afternoon, and it's already in the development branch. Um, After this, we need to test it before we do a product launch. Actually, okay, that's for the completed projects. Second dots, which is development and feature branch. So we have three um, feature, which is Project Senja, mobile app, and top level KPI funnel. And then for Project Senja, I haven't done anything yet for this project. I'll make sure that the Docker stuff will work by the end of this week. So therefore, we can deploy our Flask API using Docker. So yeah, that's the target for this week. And then for probably move over to Dan's project for development of the notifications. Please, Dan.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, for the mobile app notification development, some things were achieved in the past week. So I made the in-app notification list with the mark, which is displaying the number of unread notifications, and also integrate the mark all as read. So when the user is going to access the page, it will mark all the notifications as read. Also, the payout redirect, which is going to open a modal with the information about the payouts for a specific booking that is coming with the notification in the accounting page. Also made the redirect from the notification list items. So when the user is accessing the page and seeing the notification list, if he wants to check the information from a notification, it's very simple. Just click on the one and it's going to be redirected to the correct page. Either payout or booking or guest journey, depends on the type of the notification. Also add the logout endpoint, which is going to remove the token. So when the user is going to log out from the mobile app, the token for that session, for that specific mobile application, is going to be removed from the database. Thus, we are not going to store any old sessions, and things are not going to stack up. And yeah, also updated guest messages for the notifications. I saw that there like the new structure of the messages, the title, and yeah, that was updated yesterday on the backend side. So yeah, that's the update for the past week.
Okay, to Nadia, I think you want to ask questions.
Okay, is there any what's left for the notification development then?
We still need to. I mean, I still need to receive the reminders, and I still have to do like there are a few like 2 bugs or something like this, which I have want to look on it again. And yeah, you have to test a BDF to see if everything is going correctly. I sent you yesterday the APKs. I'm not sure how the test went, but I'm waiting for a report from you to see what's broken and what's not broken.
Okay, sure, thank you. That's actually back to Chris.
Okay, is there anyone want to ask questions regarding this first? None? Okay, next move on to another one, top level campaign funnel. Maybe this will offer the confidence.
Right. For this one, I've tried making a sample visualization in first in Excel using Airbnb complete data with month on month, and the form of the data is multiple line graphs that shows conversion and also the magnitude of each funnel output. Uh, and then I have also inquired with the BI chapter lead, discussed with BI chapter lead whether are there any insights that can be found using that kind of visualization. And after discussing, I have also used the available data in Redash to provide the visualization using Airbnb data. The Airbnb data used is just a sample because basically we can use a filter to change the channel of the booking basically, and like selection so that we can show the entire revenue funnel and also uh, the specific Airbnb source. And the thing is that the available data is Airbnb in Redash. So that's why I use the Airbnb data. So the next thing to do is to confirm with the other stakeholders, and also there is one query that doesn't want to run because the data warehouse data source cannot access the booking table in the Bukit Vista database. Yeah, that's it for the update for me.
Okay, thank you, Kofidi. Is there anyone want to ask some questions? Probably. Okay. None? And okay, thank you, Kof. Let's continue to the next one. For side projects, we still have project new. And then for development branch, which is usability task, is basically the same as the completed section, which is through projects. We are going to do testing regarding this both project, whether it is already working or not in the development branch. And then the next one is actually product launch, which is staging branch. There are two current projects that are in this branch, which is first finance getting commission rate for each property. For this project, it's actually I put it in queue because what is it? This is still this property. We are waiting for the split listing in listing level project to be done first before proceeding with this one. And then the second one is PD by you employee status in user list profile page and sign up page. This is actually the project that is handed over by Niel, and the code is actually what is it? Yeah, kind of disappeared from branches. So I tried to recover, and now um, all the branch has this feature already. Now it just we just need to proceed to the next stage. Maybe my question is to Coffee DC. What should we do for the next stage? Call?
Yeah, if after it's already available in the staging, at least we can have the HR team to fill in the details of the employee.
Okay, so in here for this project, it's actually already available in all branches. So
Mhm.
probably we can proceed with
Okay.
the next stage. Okay, thank you, Ko, for that one. Is there anyone want to ask question first? None? Okay, next for the iteration, we have two projects that is currently in iteration. First, the finance automating direct booking transaction payout process. So this one is actually the last issue is actually about the remarks is not being detected by our system, and the solution for that one is actually to create a new workflow where um, so the finance team will check um, which transaction doesn't have the remarks and will edit the notes and add the remarks to that particular transaction. And for the setup account will be filled for now using the guest name. So we can actually edit the remarks and notes for that one. Next, for marketing, easy to use and customizing website. For this one, everybody, I'm still stuck with the course policy. That's the first one. And the second one for the performance, actually the best result that I can provide is actually for the mobile, um, the results at 28. Before I applied any other addition to this performance is actually like um, 13, 13 and then 14 and so on. But now it's already 20, 20 up. So most of the mobile performance issue is actually caused by the unused JavaScript and CSS files. For the desktop one, is actually the initial response from the server itself. Yep, still going to work on both of them, but I think I need help on the course policy one. That's it for development funnel. And do you guys have any question with this?
Me.
Yes, go.
Who do you plan to ask help from for your course policy one?
I think Abayusi.
Okay.
I
I
have
mean, the JavaScript one. Actually, yesterday we already tried the plugin, right? And it didn't work still. Eh?
it works. It just I think when I search more about this code, I think the problem is actually we are using theme builder, right? We are using Elementor, right? Our theme is using Elementor, so um, like that's the what is the risk that we take.
JavaScript that is not used.
Yes, go.
That's the JavaScript file that is not used.
No, I mean like because we using Elementor and so on. That's why um that yeah that kind of thing happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe Nadia?
Sorry, because we have the time limit here. Maybe you can discuss it for another sub discussion.
Yes, yes,
So, you already done, Chris, for the development stage?
yes. Please.
Okay, so maybe for I will do it like quickly for the product success stage. Um, yeah, so I have done two product actually two projects, but due to the intergrammar for the SUS is error, so we cannot really see any result from that. But I have checked the result before, and it's actually really good. And these two projects already considered a success. And what needs to be take times actually to be measured because we just we promised to do conduct the product launch like 1 week after the product launch. So yeah, that's actually for the product stage. Is there any questions? If not, then I will move forward to the bug report. So for the bug reports, we have two new bugs report. One is from VD from yesterday, and two is from Sasha. So actually, for the bug report, all the bugs we've got for the past 2 weeks is pretty much the same. Is about the guest reviews are not sent or skipped, and also the goodbye message are skipped. So me and Chris have discussed for this the root problems. Maybe we can have more details on it for another sub discussion. Okay, is there anyone who would like to ask question? Okay, to Chris.
Just short. So for the goodbye message, the issue had been resolved, and please help me to okay, pantau the log dashboard in the dashboard because it's already fixed last night, so it should be done actually.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Okay, so we have passed the time limit for the Scrum. So okay, is there anyone who would like to discuss another project or anything else? I will I would like to end this call. To the floor, to everyone. Is there any project you would like to discuss, or we can end this call now? Oh, good. Okay. Okay, so okay, to Kabayo, do you want to say something?
No, let's do the asynchronous discussion then.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's actually let's agree on that. What is the minimum response time that we can expect?
For response in the
Yeah, like Trello, Paper. What is the especially Trello and Paper because it's mostly written. What is the what should we agree on?
Okay, can I say something? We have our PD asynchronous sync up at 5, right?
Yep.
What if we do it? So if there's a discussion come like today before, let's say 3, so it needs to be answered by before 5.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. What about the others?
What about the others?
I agree with that. What about the others?
Yeah,
The PD
I'll try.
answer?
I'll try to. I agree, but I'll try to complete it. I have to complete it. I'll try.
Okay. Okay, so everyone agree for the asynchronous because we
Yeah.
already have our time for the asynchronous sync up. So
Who
if
should,
there,
who should be the police? Do
sorry,
we need a police?
I think Nadia can be the police. Very the best police.
I think everyone should be the police to remind
No,
themselves.
everyone means no one. So
Okay. Okay. What do you think? Who do you think should be the police?
yeah, I'm supporting VD. I think you can do that.
Okay. Okay. So okay, everyone don't forget, yeah.
be,
Okay.
be
So
medical candor.
okay. Okay. So yeah. So as we agree, we're going to do the synchronous up. Just remember, if the discussion come before, let's say 3 p.m., it needs to be answered by the same day. Okay, so that's it for today's Scrum. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. And yeah, I will end it. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Have a good
See you.
day.
Bye.
Bye bye.